In Angular application, to perform HTTP operations, we need to inject HTTP client, and to make it available here, we need to provide it. If our application is using ng module, then we need to import HTTP client module so that we can inject HTTP client in our components or services. But if our application is standalone application, in that case, we don't use ng module decorator. So, to provide HTTP client, we need to use provideHttpClient function. provideHttpClient configures HTTP client to be available for injection, and that will be enough to run HTTP operations using HTTP client. By default, provideHttpClient configures HTTP client with its default options for XSRA protection of outgoing requests. For other configuration options, we need to pass feature functions to provide HTTP client. Find some feature functions. HTTP interceptors. When we use HTTP interceptors, it adds functional style HTTP interceptors. Look at this, with interceptors from DI. This is for interceptors that is class based. With XSRF configuration, this adds XSRF protection customizations. With no XSRF protection, disable XSRF protection. With JSONP support, this adds JSONP support. With request made via parent, enable current HTTP client instance to make request via the parent injector's HTTP client. With fetch, enables to make requests using the fetch API. So if you want to use these features, just okay. For the demo, I am using here with interceptors from DI and with fetch feature functions. With interceptors from DI and with fetch. With interceptors from DI enables the interceptors that is class based. I have already created my application. We can test it, and that's working. So simply, if you want to use HTTP client in our Angular standalone application, we need to provide HTTP client function in providers. Okay, thanks.